Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Persona 5 animation episode. This one, beginning of end of this little story arc bit. What episode is it?
It's episode 4.
Okay, thank you for bailing me out.
That's alright.
I know how to ask for you to bail me out, so it doesn't count as being bailed out. But thank you.
No, that's fine, dude. I'm here to help.
Yeah, only
I'm your
sometimes.
crutch. I'm your crutch, dude.
Yeah, well, I am
It's all good.
falling over a lot then. If you're
It's
my
okay.
crutch.
Yeah, man.
So
But like, it started at like a million miles. It's just like no brakes on this train.
choo choo, motherfucker.
Indeed, choo choo.
So we wake up. Wake up, Jesus Christ!
Wake up,
Wake up, get out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the theme song
sure.
from the game.
Yeah, but it opens up and just you're met with just walls of calling cards. Like
It's,
I know there are lots in the game, but like I don't know, it felt like there was more.
I mean, yeah, they
Like,
didn't.
a lot more.
They just could have copy and pasted the drawing. I guess they could have done it in the game as well,
True.
technically. Also, that
Yeah.
logo is hideous.
Yeah. Well, don't they change it though after the first one?
Yeah,
Because if I remember from the game.
they do remember it. We're not gonna say why they change it,
Mm,
but they do.
that's true. They do. Because they kind of.
I can't wait for you to start being confused and be like, "What's going on, Connor?"
Yeah.
This is
Because we'll catch up.
This is
where
beyond.
I
This is
played to.
beyond. Well, they seem to be going at a decent pace, so
Well, it's episode 4 and they've taken out the first dungeon, so.
yeah. And it's
But
like
I think it's gonna go a bit quicker, like now on, because
you just knock something over or something.
well, I tried to move my T on its coaster, but the coaster didn't move. It just ended up scraping the. But my throat hurts. But
It's fine. It's fine.
it's all good. But
Yeah, they put
yeah.
calling cards out, and then the teacher Kamoshida is like, "Who the hell did this?"
And then he's like, "Did you do this?"
But they're like,
Grabs him,
"No."
and he's like, "No." And then they look at the main characters, and he's like, "It was you. I know it was."
Yeah, and they're like, "Where's your evidence?"
What? Pfft, I don't need no. I swear we've made that joke before.
I think we make that joke every single episode.
It's all good though. It's good. It's good jokes to make.
It's probably
But,
not for 24 weeks in a row though.
Oh, it'll be for 12 weeks though. It's not gonna be 20.
It's 24.
What?
Well, P4 was 24.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh.
P4
was 12.
P4 Golden was 12.
Yeah, I've only seen Golden. I think.
That's not true, but okay.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know.
You were having so much fun that it felt like it was 12, because the
Yeah,
time just
but
flied
it's-
by. Let's go with that.
It flew by, indeed.
Yeah, and then they're like, I'm gonna go get supplies,
Oh yeah.
and we're introduced to a few of our side characters. We have the Doctor Punk chick and the
The gun dude.
gun dude. Yeah,
The gun shop dude.
that's not me not wanting to say their
Or
names
yeah, I
because
can't
of
remember.
spoilers. I literally can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah, but then they get some guns, fake guns.
BB guns.
They're like model guns.
Yeah,
I don't-
BB guns.
I don't even think they were BB guns.
I think they are.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
They weren't real. That's the important part, really.
Yeah, they're not real.
And
But in the virtual world, if they think it's real, then it's real.
it's not a virtual world. It's like the
The virtual world,
the cognitive world,
the cognitive world, indeed.
because it's like brain power, brain world.
Brain power, brain world.
And then they get
Indeed.
some like medicine from the doctor, who kind of shoves it in his face.
Yeah, he's like, take this.
She's just like, you're gonna need this at some point.
Yeah, to use it when you're tired.
And then we get a montage, I guess, of them invading the palace. And
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just like a quick montage.
yeah, someone just banged the door outside. That's gonna come through. That's fine.
I
And
didn't hear anything.
that's fine. And then they're talking about the code names.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Ryuji is Skull,
Of course.
and Morgana is
No.
what is it?
Mono, no?
Mona. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. even though they say that it's like too obvious.
Yeah. Dude, you're like
Whatever.
extra quiet today as well, by the way.
Am I?
This is like the mellow
Wow.
episode.
The mellow episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm.
And
I don't-
anyway, go back to what we was doing. Anne
Mm.
is Panther. Sexy cat.
Sexy cat. Oh yeah.
Good old.
Like, and my notes were for this bit was just ass. Ass. The ass shots are real because there was
There's a lot
a
of them.
fair few.
There was a lot.
Fair few. I wasn't complaining.
It
but
would
you
like
know.
zoom in on like Ryuji and Morgana and Ren's faces, and then Anne's ass.
Ass.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, how do we get past these swinging blades? They also decide they're like, Ren, you don't need a code name yet.
No, he doesn't need one.
I mean, he
'Cause I can't
does.
think of one.
They're like, we'll shelve it for now.
Shelve it for now. Yeah.
This will be
Yeah.
important later.
Yeah. That'll come out later because plot hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, and then they
To give you a name.
they find this. Do you remember the blades in the game where you had to see the statue with the
do,
missing?
I do.
remember that.
Yeah. I
So-
remember.
So then Anne decides to be, you know,
A sex symbol. Fucking
s-
misogynistic men.
exactly.
So you take my anime freaking I respect whamming
Matt, please, this is not a politics show.
politics show.
Actually, I guess
We just like
Persona's
Persona
very politics.
is.
Yeah,
yeah, it's very politics.
Oh.
It's rather fitting.
yeah. But then they find the dude that's
That has the key.
has the key, and it's actually a talking shadow.
A talking shadow.
And they're just
Pixie.
like, can we have the key, please?
And she's like, no.
No, she's not. She's like, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, she says yeah, but then she's like, it's not like I want you to have it,
Yeah,
Barker.
backer. And she's
Freaking
and
soon.
then she gets a thing for main character Kun, so she
Well, he
goes.
says thanks.
Yeah, so she goes inside him.
Yeah. She's just like, I remember, I travel the heart road.
Exactly, the heart
And
road.
she's like, I'll be in your heart now.
Your heart, which is in your mask heart.
Mask heart. Indeed.
And then they find Shadow Kamoshida, and he's all like, "How dare you try and steal my
my freaking
Gem.
peeps away from me. How dare
my crown?"
my crown. This is what shows I'm the king. I'm the king.
Then he transforms into some weird 3D abomination.
Yeah. Some weird 3D abomination.
It looked weird.
It did look very weird.
It looked really weird alongside
Mhm.
everything else. On its own, it didn't look terrible,
yeah.
but then
I
I think
agree.
alongside everything else, it was very weird. And he kind of
Yeah.
kicks their ass for a bit.
Yeah, for a little bit. But then that's what happens in the game anyway.
And then main character wakes up in the Velvet Room somehow.
Well, because he dies.
Well, he doesn't
Or-
die.
He gets knocked out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a room. Like,
Yeah, but
the website, like, it's still a room that you have to physically go to, right? Like every other
no, but
instance
it's
of
just
it.
it's like his subconscious though.
Yeah.
That's in his mind. That's
Yeah.
his palace almost.
Yeah. And then he executes Arsene and Pixie.
And it.
I was like, Arsene, no! I was like, oh, I guess he's not sticking around, like, because, you know, in the Persona 3 and 4 animes, they had their main one forever.
yeah, and then they got the upgraded ones at the end.
Yeah. But,
Actually, do they get upgraded ones in Persona 5? I don't think they do they? Because I didn't get one when I maxed out the Affinity.
Yeah, they
Or
do.
Do they?
they do.
Yeah, I can't remember. I only did one of them anyway. Because
One of the best
Let's
games of
go.
last year.
I still haven't beaten it.
You didn't beat it.
I'm a terrible human.
So then with the power of the Pot of Greed persona,
Pot of Greed persona, indeed.
and Ryuji deciding to do a long jump to grab the crown.
Yeah.
In the game, did you ever send Ryuji to go get the thing?
No, I said Morgana.
I always sent Morgana as well.
Just because at that point in the game, he was the weakest. so-
My thought process was, well, he's short, he won't get seen.
Oh, mine was he's like my least favorite character on my team.
Dude, rip Morgana.
Literally, the second I got the next person, like, bye Morgana, you're on my
Oh,
team.
wow, you're so mean to poor Morgana.
Until the end of the later on in the game where you need healers.
To be fair, I didn't use Morgana that much either, because he's got not very much HP, is what I'm trying to say.
No, but he has lots of healing stuff though,
He
because he's the
does.
support.
He has healing and wind magic, I'm pretty sure.
And wind, yeah.
But anyway,
Pretty
they
much.
they defeat Shadow Kamoshida.
Mhm.
Shadow
Yeah.
Kamoshida.
Shall I try again?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, they defeat him, take him out, and
Threaten
then
him
there's a
bit.
whole the threatening, just like you can either jump or die, like make your decision.
Like in that instance, I'll be like, well, I'm gonna die anyway. That's not a choice.
It's either die by your own means or get killed by me. Make your
Yeah.
choice.
What about there is in fact a third option, which is what they
Yeah.
chose. They chose not to kill him, but
Yep.
he disappeared anyway. He was like, well, I'm gonna go and
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back to my real body.
yeah. Because
And,
that's how they don't die.
yeah,
Is if they let the
the
shadow live.
Yeah, the shadow's
Then
got to
it
have a
becomes
change
one
of
with
heart.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then it's the next day. They retreat out of the palace that's crumbling.
yeah.
The next day, they're in an emergency assembly, I assume,
Where they're chatting about Kamoshida and why he's not in.
and then he just shows up.
He shows up and he's like, "I'm sorry."
He's like, I'm sorry, I'm a rapist
I-
and physical
No,
abuse.
I verbally abuse my students. I physically abuse my students. I sexually abuse my students.
Yeah.
Soz mate.
He's like, I'm gonna go kill myself.
And then she's like, "No,
And she's like,
you
don't
don't
do
kill
that.
yourself.
You must
Freaking
pay for your
what you've
suffering.
done.
No, pay for other people's suffering.
Pay for all the suffering you've caused.
And he's
You
like,
can't run from this."
yeah, dude, you're remembering the quotes.
Of course.
He's like, you are absolutely correct.
Call the police. I will hand myself in.
Yeah. So then that happens, and the principal's like, what the hell are you doing, you madman?
It makes me think. I haven't beaten the game or played that far into the game, so like I feel like the principal's a bad guy. I feel like he is like top tier bad guy.
Okay, well, I can tell you he's not top tier bad guy. I in
Yeah,
fact don't
he's-
even remember if he's even associated with the bad guys.
Oh,
He
He
does
just
have a
seems like a
role.
bad guy.
He does have a role,
he has a role to fulfill.
but I don't remember exactly what it is. But
I can't remember. Oh, well, I wouldn't know.
then coincidentally, then Shiho like wakes up like the day.
The day that he hands himself in,
Yeah.
so they can get the evidence.
Yeah,
It's like
it's like
freaking coincidence. I
Coincidence.
think not.
yeah. But then
Freaking
they're
plan.
chilling at home having a text off,
Yeah, like
Um,
in the games. I
yeah.
remember that.
and Morgana is like, "You are Joker.
Yeah,
Because
you're
You're the wild card."
the wild card. You're the Joker.
And my favorite part was when oh god, what's the guy's name?
Yeah,
Help me out, Matt.
I don't know who you're on about.
Sojiro.
Sojiro.
Sojiro comes up and says, "It's like I knew there was a cat. You've decided to have a cat." All he was mad about was like, "Well, I didn't get to name it. That's not fair."
And then,
Yeah.
it's like, I want to name it.
Like- I'm pretty sure, like running a cafe, you wouldn't be able to bring stray animals in.
That will really have an impact
Like,
on the
That's like
food
health,
rating.
health, and yeah.
The health rating, yeah.
But he was just like, "Yeah, just keep it upstairs. It'll be fine."
Yeah, I got some scraps. And then Morgana's like, yes!
Morgana's like, "I live here now. This is mine."
Because
But
that's what cats do, dude. They take over.
I wouldn't know. I've never had a cat.
I've had a cat. They act like kings.
Okay, well, that
Or
was
queens, I guess.
this episode,
Yeah.
and
It was good. It was good.
it was pretty. Couldn't ask for a lot more.
I'm
really.
still like excited for when I don't know what's gonna happen.
Dude, we'll get there.
I'm excited for that.
I think. How many dungeons did you do? 3.
The last one I did was the.
If you can't remember, that's fine. But don't
I can't
go
remember.
saying
I
stuff.
can't remember.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
anyway,
3.
if I would to imagine next episode, I think we'd probably do one of the thingies, not social links, but basically social links. Well, they got renamed to. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the Doctor because she's shown up already.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's gonna be
Yeah.
side story time.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Everyone knows that's the best part about Persona. So
Yeah, it's the side missions,
it's the
the social links.
it's the going out with every girl and then feeling like crap on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Didn't get that.
No, I'm talking Persona 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I got it. But I wasn't an ass. I was faithful to my girl.
I wasn't an ass on my first playthrough. It was just the third playthrough I was an ass.
Yeah.
I wanted to see
For
what would happen, and I
achievement-
felt really bad.
for the achievements.
Well, yeah,
Actually, it wasn't even an achievement, was it? It was
was-
literally your.
it was my decision.
Yeah, you made that. Terrible.
Never again.
Never again.
It's they know how to punish you. But anyway, enough about my terribleness.
Poor life choices.
Exactly, my poor Persona life choices.
Indeed.
We'll be back next week with more P5A,
P5A.
P5A, R and D.
What?
That's review and discussion.
Ah, yeah.
See, bye
Yeah.
everyone.
See ya.